Jeff Gorwich here, back with another balance of speed and accuracy drill. This one's called 3 times the threat. It's 27 rounds at 3 targets from 25 yards, so it's a pretty stout one. I'm going to kick it off first, running it with my Soft Mod Block 2 clone, copy of a gun that I ran back in 2015 Afghanistan. And then to spice things up, I'm going to do a ZPAP versus Arsenal Part 2 challenge to see which AK is the best. So let's do it. Alright, so the setup for this drill is 3 targets roughly 1 yard apart. I always like to put the center target a little bit out in front with a cone or shooter's box at 25 yards. Now the start position is a high or low ready, and the engagement sequence for this is you're going to be stacking rounds on the left and right target. So on signal, you're going to engage the center target with 1, then the outer targets with 1 each, and then back to the center with 1. Now you're going to shoot the left and right or the outer targets now with 2 shots each, back to the center with 1, and then 3 shots each on the outer targets, back to the center with 1, and then 4 shots each on the outside targets. And then after you do that 4-round string on the left and right target, you're going to transition to 1 shot to each head for a total of 27 rounds. Again, part-time 20 seconds from the 25-yard line. 3 times the threat, 27 rounds, 3 targets, part-time 20 seconds with an AR. Let's see what I got. A little slow on my last head, but 1485. Let's take the long walk 25 yards down to the targets. All right, I got my heads, and let's count it up. 1C, half a second, 1D, a full second. Clean in the center. Woo, racked up tons of C's. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, plus over there 5 C's. That's 2.5 seconds, 3.5 seconds with the D. But the par time for this is 20 seconds. So if we add the 3.5 seconds, that puts me at 17, 18, puts me at like 19 seconds and some change. So I made the 20, even with some of these weak hits. 20-second par time. All right, time for the AK challenge, and that is the Zastava ZPAP M70 versus my Arsenal 107R. Now, previously I did this, a head-to-head challenge in my drill running diamond. In that case, the ZPAP won out. So let's see how these 2 guns fare in 3 times the threat. All right, 3 times the threat, part time 20 seconds with an AR. This time I'm going to run my Zastava ZPAP M70. Let's see how I do. Felt all right. 19:23. I'm on the ragged edge of the time. Let's check out my hits. I'm very surprised. So only 1 C on all my targets. That's right on the line. So 1923, 1 C, that puts me under the 20 seconds. Not too shabby. Barely made the 20 seconds with the ZPAP, but honestly, that's pretty impressive for 3 times the threat. Now, let me give it a whirl with my Arsenal 107R. Let's do it. Woo! Might have been a little low on a head. Almost turned the wrong way there. I was able to pick up the pace some with a 1691. Check out the hits. So I got all my heads, 1691, pasted up the C from before. There's a C there. Clean in the center, got my head, and a C on the right. So that's only a full second. So that comes to a 1791. I blew the doors off the Zastava ZPAP with the Arsenal 107. That's not too bad. Well under 20 with an AK. So hands down, the 107 burned down the ZPAP in 3 times the threat. I was able to shoot faster and more accurately with this rifle. And really I owe that all to the Epsilon brake that is on the front of the 107. Now this previously was on my ZPAP, and in the 15 rounds of Fury test, the ZPAP did win. So really, it all has to do with the brake. These guns are gassed identically now with K&S pistons. I got them soft shooting, but this Circle 10 brake just does not compare to the Epsilon. This was a lot harder to settle back on target, and it took a little bit while longer. The recoil pulse, is still pretty stout compared to my 107 with the Epsilon. And if you look at the time of my hits, I actually beat my AR-15 time with a AK and 7.62x39. So that's pretty impressive. And that's exactly what I was going for, was getting an AK modified to feel like 5.56, looking for that same recoil impulse so I can run it in matches and get the splits I'm used to running an AR-15. So not too shabby. So 107 wins out. Now I'm going to shoot version number 2, which is 3 times the threat, this time at 15 yards, and we drop the time to 15 seconds or under. Now in this first clip, I have a double feed, which you'll see I'm totally surprised by it. Again, double feeds are bad magazines. I've never had a double feed yet. This is my first time with an AK. You see it catches me off guard, but I do work through it in the drill. It ruins my time, but I do stay in the fight. Let's check out the clip. All right, I pasted up all the C's from the last run. I'm going to shoot an alternate version, and that's 3 times the threat. This time at 15 yards, we take 5 seconds off the clock, so the par time is 15 seconds, 15 yards with an AR. I think after my last run with this 107, hopefully I can get it. Let's do it. Oh! Ah. Woo! Had a double feed there. 1990. I'll have to do a second run, but let's check out the hits anyways. Double feed with an AK is a rare thing, but let's check out my hits. $19.90. I'm clean except for 1 C on the right, so that put me just over the 20 with the clearing of a malfunction. Normally with a double feed, I do not hold on to the mag, but even though I've got an AK mag on my back, it's empty, so I had to throw the bum magazine back in the gun to finish the drill. Typically double feeds, you shit can that mag and throw in a brand new one. But let's go for a second run. Let's see if I can do it within time without any jams. All right, pasted up that 1 C. Let's go for a 15-yard, 15-second, 3 times the threat, hopefully with no jams this time. Let's go. Woo! That felt pretty good. 12:57. Let's check out my hits. All right. Clean on the left. Clean in the center. Oh! 2 C's is a second, but a 12:57 that puts me at 13:57. I still made the 15, so I'm going to take it. 3 times the threat. So there it is. 3 times the threat, did it with an AR and 2 AKs. Again, it's a balance of speed and accuracy, and it's probably the closest thing I have to doing like a mag dump type drill. I don't like mag dumps, even with ammo. If it was, you know, back in the pre-COVID days and relatively inexpensive, to me, mag dumping and is just kind of a waste of ammo. This is the closest thing to it because you're running almost a full mag, but you're working on speed and accuracy because you're, you know, engaging 3 different targets. Now, if you like this drill, please like, share this video. And hey, if you shoot this drill, especially if you beat my times, post it down in the comments and let me know how you like it and how well you did and what types of guns you used to do 3 times the threat. Check out the other videos in my YouTube channel. They're all about shooting drills. And as always, I'm Jeff Gerwich, and thanks for watching.